Hi guys, well today we're going to talk about freedom. And the reason we're going to talk about freedom today is because I've had a few people say, Roxy, how is it that you can live in so much freedom and you can live a life that you want and a life that you design without being in corporate America, without having a job? Well, I'm here to tell you, freedom, when you accept the responsibility of having true freedom, you take on a great responsibility. And I would say 99% of the people in the world today are not willing to take on that responsibility to live in freedom because they're too comfortable in oppression. I have been thinking about this a lot in the last year and going through my personal development, and freedom is hard work. Okay, because what's happening is you're coming away from the social norm. You're coming away from what people consider as their safe zone, and they don't want to get out of that comfortable zone, and that's what's really happening. And oppression is so attractive because it's people's comfort zone. They do not want to step out of that zone in order to really grab a hold of the life of freedom. Do you guys get that? Or are you seeing it just a little bit? Freedom comes with a heavy burden. And I'm here to tell you that it's not always roses, but it's darn good. All right, so oppression is much easier to live in. It is so much more comfortable to live in oppression, because oppression, we don't have to take responsibility. When we step into living a life of freedom, when we step into designing our own life, that is coming away from society normal. That is coming away from mediocrity. And so when people do step into freedom and they want to live that life of freedom and they want to design the life that they desire, they have to let go of the oppression. You cannot live in both. It does not work. And so I have people that ask me constantly all the time, how do you do it? Because you don't live the normal life. For crying out loud, you're thinking about doing van life. I mean, that is so out of the ordinary. And the reason that I live this way is because I've lived the life of corporate America before. I'm not saying it's bad for everybody. It just was not for me, okay? So I really want you guys to think about that. Having freedom comes with a great responsibility, and the majority of people in the world today are not willing to take that responsibility on. They're not willing to take the responsibility of creating their life and creating their destiny. That's what it comes down to. People dream about it, but they do not take responsibility for their freedom to walk out of oppression, which is the mediocre world, the society normal, to create their life. And it's totally possible for anybody. It's not just for me. I just happen to be drudging the path. You know, do you know how many people I have that message me every single week saying we live vicariously through your posts and the way that you live? It is crazy. And I'm like, you can too. You don't have to stay where you're at. You can live a life of freedom. You just got to have the backbone to walk away from society normals. That's what it takes. You need to have, like somebody that I listened to his video the other day, he says you have to have the intensity. You have to live extreme. And when you can step into that and claim your freedom and design the life that you desire, you will have freedom, but it comes at a cost of walking away from the normality of this world. It comes with a cost, and it's an easy cost to give up if you're willing to step into your truth and you're willing to step into truth and speak it. And that's what I'm finding about working, you know, and talking with human survivors. The leaders, the survivor leaders, they are so darn inspirational because they've walked out of society normal. And trust me, it happens everywhere. Okay, it happens everywhere. So are you willing to step into that freedom? Are you willing to claim it for yourself? Are you willing to design the lifestyle that you desire? Because it comes with a heavy burden. You have to break away. And when you break away and you have that intensity and you really set, okay, you set that forward motion, you can break away from oppression. God did not put us on this earth to live in oppression, okay? He put us on this earth to live in freedom, to design our lifestyle. He set it into us. So grab a hold of it. You are responsible for your destiny. So grab a hold of it and start walking in it. Do not get comfortable in oppression. I'm just really, I keep getting these messages. How can you do it? How do you do it? I choose to do it. I choose to step into this freedom. I choose to step away and not worry about what people say about me or what people might be thinking because I want to live in a van for 2 years. I'm committed to that, okay? And I'm taking everybody out on the ride with me because I get these messages of people saying we live vicariously through you. Don't live through me. That's mediocrity. That is living in oppression. Step up. I got a girlfriend, a really dear friend. I just met her, and she's got a podcast coming out about putting your big girl panties on. Yeah, okay, that's talking about getting away from oppression, really stepping into that freedom and living it, living in freedom. I just had to bring this out there today because I'm tired of people with the messages saying, how do you do it? It's available to anybody. So just put your big girl panties on and grab hold of your freedom. Grab hold of your destiny. Grab hold of the promises that God has given to us in the Bible and start living it. He wants us to live in freedom. He doesn't want us to live in oppression. Marinate on that. Put some comments. Grab a hold of your freedom and stop living in society normals. Peace out.